Hello viewers, today I am going to cover a few prepositions with you, but please don't expect कि मैं आपको ये return दूंगी. Thank you for watching. पहले से ही बोल रही हूँ. चलिए, now कुछ simple है, कुछ difficult है, go through करोगे तो practice अच्छी हो जाएगी and many I have taken from the previous year examinations only. So आपकी अच्छी practice हो जाएगी. Many species of insects were wiped dash when the jungle was cleared. Were wiped out when the jungle was cleared. You can obtain the answer dash adding. Obtain the answer by adding. On hearing the siren, I pulled dash and stopped the car. I pulled over and stopped the car. I intend to visit my parents dash this weekend. During this weekend. He was frightened, so he hid dash the cupboard. So he hid behind the cupboard. They built a bridge dash a turbulent stream. They built a bridge across a turbulent stream. His intelligence will carry him dash all his difficulties. His intelligence will carry him through all his difficulties. There is no use crying dash spilt milk. Crying over spilt milk. I do not know what they were arguing dash, but I could hear angry voices. I do not know what they were arguing about, but I could hear angry voices. The school playground is out dash bounds for the pupils of the primary school. The school playground is out of bounds for the pupils of the primary school. The puppy was hiding dash the sofa, behind the sofa. Stop worrying dash your future, about your future. When I stepped dash the lift, I found it had stopped working. When I stepped into the lift, I found it had stopped working. Into हम जब भी कहते हैं मोशन से, क्योंकि मैं अंदर गया तो मोशन आया. We had to use a bridge to go dash the river. उस तरफ जाना है तो go across the river. I have lived in this town dash 10 years. क्योंकि fixed point of time नहीं दिया, 10 years दिया है तो for 10 years. Please switch dash all lights and fans when you leave the room. Please switch off all lights and fans. Ronnie is married dash my cousin, to my cousin. The gift came dash a birthday gift. The gift came with a birthday card. She called dash her teacher to help her sort out her difficulties. She called up her teacher to help her to sort out her difficulties. My sister and I get dash very well with each other. So my sister and I get along very well. Minnie plays basketball dash her friends every day, with her friends every day. It has been 20 years dash she graduated from college, since she graduated from college. Growing up, we were looked dash and brought up by our grandparents. Growing up, we were looked after, मतलब उन्होंने हमारी देखभाल करी, looked after and brought up. Most students take the bus dash school as it reaches the premises on time. So most students take the bus to school. The cricket match was put dash because of torrential rains. The cricket match was put off because of torrential rains. Roy backed dash of the competition at the last minute. Roy backed out of the competition at the last minute. I have been training under her dash the past 2 years. For the past 2 years. Please wash dash the curry stain from your dress. Please wash off, O-F-F off, the curry stain from your dress. She turned dash the offer to work at the factory. She turned down the offer, मतलब मना करना. Turned down the offer to work at the factory. Once upon a time, the great king ruled dash all these villages and towns. The great king ruled over all these villages and towns. She is the smarter of the two. Smarter of the two. Sheila insists dash wearing that dress, although her mother thinks it is too short for her. तो शीला insists on wearing. The teacher complained dash him when she met his mother in the market. The teacher complained against him when she met his mother in the market. The poet's mother was stung dash a scorpion. The poet's mother was stung by a scorpion. Please write dash what I tell you, otherwise you will forget. The teacher said, please write down what I tell you. The dog was hiding dash the bed, barking at the stranger. The dog was hiding under the bed. Sheila's grandmother found it difficult to climb dash the steep staircase. Climb up the steep staircase. The soldier fought bravely dash his country. Soldier fought bravely for his country. The school children were running dash the road wildly. Were running on the road wildly. She was not ready dash the exam that was the very next day. She was not ready for the exam that was the very next day. आपके साथ तो ऐसा नहीं है. The family shall discuss this matter dash dinner. Discuss this matter over the dinner. She shouted angrily dash the disobedient boy. She shouted angrily at the disobedient boy. I asked them to provide us dash a guide. To provide us with a guide. The tree grew at a dangerous slant and had to be cut dash. टेढ़ा है, slant height पे है. Had to be cut down. खत्म करना है. My daughter believes dash fairies. Believes in fairies. He drew a beautiful diagram dash the board. On the board. She battled her way dash the crowd. She battled her way through the crowd. We were asked to gather dash the teacher. We were asked to gather around the teacher. They had to climb dash the steep pathway to reach the top. They had to climb up the steep pathway to reach the top. He was touched dash pity when he heard the tale. He was touched with pity when he heard the tale. There is always a demand dash good tailors. There is always a demand for good tailors. The mother prevented her child dash going out in the train. The mother prevented her child from going out in the rain. The baby crawled dash the table and hid there. The baby crawled under the table and hid there. Except David, no one else can work dash this project at the earliest. No one else can work on this project at the earliest. Oh, it is so nice dash meet you. Where have you been? Oh, it is so nice to meet you. Where have you been? The teacher stopped the students from running dash the classroom. From running into the classroom. My birthday comes dash the month of November. My birthday comes in the month of November. Mesela is dash vacation. She is currently in Greece. So Mesela is on vacation. She is currently in Greece. I love the green dress most out dash all the options. So out of all the options. The letter was carelessly typed dash my secretary. Typed by my secretary. Nivea turned pale dash fear when she was caught cheating in exam. So turned pale with fear when she was caught cheating in exam. Shelley faced the danger dash courage. Faced the danger with courage. The burglars broke dash the house when the family was away. The burglars broke into the house. I shall compete dash him. Compete against him or with him. She agreed dash my proposal. She agreed to my proposal. She would like to come dash foot. She would like to come on foot or by foot. The Vishwas group of companies has taken dash the cosmetic market completely. तो has taken over मतलब अपना कब्जा कर लिया. Taken over the cosmetic market completely. He agreed to carry dash the manager's order. He agreed to carry out the manager's orders. Her parents live dash New Delhi. Live in New Delhi. Joy's parents are sick dash his behavior. Are sick of his behavior. कर्नल गुरमीत congratulated the soldiers on their victory. तो डैश में on लगाया हमने, on their victory. The planet was seen dash the telescope. The planet was seen through the telescope. The news of his promotion came dash the next day. Came on the next day. He is not afraid dash the consequences. Afraid of the consequences. He rushed dash the class as he was late. He rushed to the class as he was late. The school is famous dash its sports achievements. The school is famous for its sports achievements. I have left my keys dash home. I have left my keys at home. I often go to school dash my friend. School with my friend. Several people have climbed Mount Everest dash recent years. In recent years. The mother goes dash the market every day. Goes to the market. The horse jumped dash the hedge. The horse jumped over the hedge. There's a black cat sitting dash the well. Black cat sitting by the well. ये last year के ही हैं. Instead of talking, prove your worth dash doing something. By doing something. I have not slept dash yesterday. I have not slept since yesterday. The profit will be equally divided dash all the partners. हमें नहीं पता कितने हैं तो among the partners. We went to see the show dash our family. With our family. It is 5 o'clock dash my watch right now. 5 o'clock by my watch right now. I knew it that Henry did it dash mistake. Henry did it by mistake. There was a terrible argument dash the principal and the teacher. Argument दो ही लोग हैं. Argument between the principal and the teacher. There are still many cookies left dash the container. In the container. He was bent dash coming first in the examination. Bent on coming first in the examination. The teacher suggested the students to not to beat dash the bush while writing. Not to beat around the bush while writing. Surprised dash the noise, the teacher called for silence in the class. Surprised at the noise, the teacher called for silence in the class. Ritika's parents are not happy dash her behavior. Are not happy with her behavior. A bird dash hand is worth two in the bush. A bird in hand. हर बार कोई ना कोई proverb भी आती है. The boy is crazy dash football. Crazy for football. She was tired dash fighting and struggling all the time. She was tired of fighting. He opted dash of the race. He opted out of the race. We borrowed the bikes dash our uncle. From our uncle. The police station is dash the right. Police station is on the right. I looked at the stars dash the telescope. Through the telescope. There was an accident dash the crossroads. There was an accident at the crossroad. She takes a lot of trouble dash her work. For her work. Our English friends have taken dash Indian food quite quickly. Our English friends have taken to Indian food quite quickly. We got dash the mathematics test. We got through the mathematics test means pass हो गए. He jumped dash the river to save his friend from drowning. तो motion है he jumped into the river. Always be prepared dash a surprise test. Be prepared for a surprise test. She hid dash the cupboard and gave everyone a fright. She hid inside a cupboard. She is fond dash pets. Fond of pets. The brothers quarrelled dash themselves for their father's property. The brothers quarrelled among themselves for their father's property. There was a steep rise dash onion prices. There was a steep rise in onion prices. Air pollution is responsible for the spread dash bronchitis. For the spread of bronchitis. He was dash pressure to complete the work. He was under pressure. His teacher is very pleased dash him. Pleased with him. Ali took dash his cap and wiped off his face. Ali took off his cap and wiped off off his cap. The old women could not get dash the shock. could not get over the shock. He should not get dash with such rudeness. He should not get away with such rudeness से उसको नहीं जाना चाहिए था. She is responsible dash organizing the event. She is responsible for organizing. They arrived dash the airport just in time for their flight. They arrived at the airport. The cat hid under the bed during the thunderstorm. Under लगाया हमने. The bookshelf is filled dash books of various genres. The bookshelf is filled with. The movie received mixed reviews dash critics. Mixed reviews from critics. We walked dash the park and enjoyed the scenery. We walked through the park and enjoyed the scenery. She has been waiting here dash a long time. Since a long time. The boy was born dash Russia. Born in Russia. The woman was seen standing dash him. Standing beside him, near him. As she fell dash debt, she sold her house and began to live in a small hut. As she fell into debt, कर्जे में जाना. The teacher talked to the student dash 10 and 11 a.m. The teacher talked to the student between 10 and 11 a.m. The dog fell dash the pool. Into the pool. The secretary will come dash the afternoon. Will come in the afternoon. Her friends prevailed dash her to withdraw her resignation. Her friends prevailed upon. Prevailed upon होता है to influence her decision. तो prevailed upon her to withdraw her resignation. The box is placed dash the shelf out of reach. The box is placed on the shelf. The desert can be crossed dash the help of camel. Crossed with the help of camel. We should not shift focus dash our objective. Shift focus from our objective. So with this I conclude my today's video. Hope my prepositions will help you, but I know थोड़े से आपको inconvenience होगा क्योंकि मैं इस बार आपको written नहीं दे सकती हूँ due to paucity of time. Thank you for watching till the end. Keep watching, sharing and subscribe to my channel.